Now, listen, between Rihanna basically facing backlash for calling her son fine when she released pictures from her British Vogue photo shoot, as well as Remy Ma being a bitter Betty towards Foxy Brown in an interview with Jason Lee, simply because Foxy is like a sister to Nicki Minaj. I do not know which one is more tea than the other. Hello, tea lovers. Welcome to the Tea Plug. Now, first of all, I'm going to talk about this entire situation with Rihanna. Now, last week, during her halftime performance, Rihanna did, of course, reveal that she was expecting her second child, and the internet basically went crazy when she did announce that. Now, Rihanna also graced the cover of the British Vogue, and I have to say they were looking pretty nice with her son. And in her caption, she did call her son fine. And this seems to not have, been something that she should have said, according to Black Twitter, because, people started coming in for Rihanna and basically saying that, well, calling your son fine is so weird, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, honestly speaking, I read that caption. I didn't see anything wrong with that, if I'm to be honest with you, because I read it with purity of mind, okay? Now, I don't know where in the black culture did we now turn the word fine into it being, I don't know, sexually suggestive, because I'm like, fine means beautiful, fine means nice. So I don't see what's weird about Rihanna calling her son that. Like, I feel like the people who actually are seeing the problem with this are the people who have issues. Like, do hop into the comment section and let me know what you think about that. Do you think that fine is a word that should not be said in relation to kids, especially your own child? Like, how dirty-minded do you have to be to see anything wrong with that? Hop into the comment section and let me know what you think about that. Honestly speaking, at this point, in my own opinion, I feel like the internet is just becoming crazy, if you ask me. Okay, so do hop into the comment section and let me know what you think about that. Now, moving on to the next story that I'm going to be talking about. Well, before I do move on, I just want to remind you to hit that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time that I post, because I post each and every single day and I keep you updated on what is happening in the celebrity world on Instagram, on Twitter, and about all things trending. Now, moving on, I am going to be talking about Beta Betty of rap. I'm talking about Remy Ma, okay? When she released Shida, people were like, oh wow, Nicki must have done something to her. And then a few months later, she came out and said, well, you get what I'm saying? That Nicki didn't do anything specific to her. And it seems to be the case again with Foxy Brown. Foxy Brown was mentioned in an interview by Jason Lee, Messi Jason, obviously, to get some traction, just because the only time that he gains relevance, in my own opinion, is when he says something or he mentions something that is related to Nicki Minaj, in my own opinion, okay? So, of course, bringing up Foxy for Jason, they knew what they were doing. They knew that Foxy and Nicki Minaj are very cool. They knew that the Barbz love Foxy, and of course, they had to do it. And Remy Ma, being the bitter Betty that she truly is, she couldn't resist the temptation to shade Foxy, acting like she doesn't know who Foxy Brown is. And I'm like, all her records went platinum. Like, all her albums, went platinum. Remy, like, why are you acting like Foxy is not a legend like that? Like, she's not an icon like that. Do you get what I'm saying? And now this is where you begin to see the double standards in female rap. The way she acted was absolutely unnecessary. If she truly has issues with Foxy Brown, she could have just said, you know what, I do not want to talk about this person. Let's move on to the next thing. Rolling your head and doing all the funny movements, like, that was so unnecessary. And it's very funny that nobody saw anything wrong with that. Nobody was calling her out for that. Had it been Nicki Minaj who had done something like that, the internet would be in shambles right now. Now, do you see the double standards in rap? If it were Nicki Minaj, she would have been called, beta and things like that. But just because it's another person who's not her, they can get away with being messy like that. Now, one thing that I also did find very offensive and disgusting, in my own opinion, is the fact that they were laughing at Fox's, like, being deaf or something. And I'm like, why are you even bringing that up? Like, just on wow. Like, how low do you have to go? Like, let's say it's true that she's deaf. What is funny about that? Like, honestly speaking, I don't see why people let Jason get away with the things that he gets away with. Like, what nonsense is that? Oh my god, I'm so disgusted. You don't have to like someone, but to laugh at someone's disability. What are we becoming? In as much as you don't like Nicki Minaj, you don't like Foxy, that was so unnecessary. And Remy sitting there, rolling her head, doing all those funny movements. Like, girl, please stop. And I actually saw people in the comment section saying that Remy doesn't like anyone who does better than her. At some point, she didn't like Lil Kim, and now she doesn't like Foxy because of her affiliation with Nicki Minaj. Just because Foxy and Nicki Minaj are cool. At this point, honestly speaking, Remy Ma is just so annoying. If you ask me, like, now I see sometimes other people's careers do not blossom. Sometimes it's just your personality. Like, you can't be this bitter, in my own opinion. But then again, do hop into the comment section and let me know what you think about that. Did you watch that interview? And if you did, what do you think would have happened between Foxy and Remy Ma? And do you think the whole neck rolling and stuff was necessary in the interview? Or do you think she could have, gracefully just handled it? Like, at this point, oh my god, she is the one who's actually going out said she saw she that didn't work the way she wanted to it to work. Now anyone who's cool with Nicki Minaj is not cool with her. Like, a friend of your enemy is my friend. I don't know. An enemy of your enemy is your friend. I don't know how that works, you guys. Hop into the comment section and let me know what you think about that. Now, moving on to the last thing that I'm going to be talking about. Black people, we are our own enemy. I did see a TikTok of Halle that she did last year in November. She was just basically, lip singing to some, I don't know, video that had happened. And yeah, she was doing the neck rolling ghetto stuff, and, she was cussing, swearing the B word. And that video was made in November. But Twitter decided to bring it back and made it seem like, this just happened after this whole Ruby Rose situation. And I'm like, do you not realize that her movie is coming out and Disney doesn't play, like, when it comes to that? Already the fact that the Little Mermaid is becoming like a black girl, already that's an issue with a lot of people. And now if she starts doing the whole cussing, neck rolling and things like that, Disney will not hesitate to blacklist her, okay, from the next movie. So you guys, like, can we just do better as black people?